Hello everyone, this is Travalgar Valentine. How's it going today? Today I'm going to be doing another vehicle. Today's going to be a little bit different than the cars and stuff I've been drawing. Today's going to be the Civil War hero called the General, which is an old steam train from America. I thought it'd be something different to draw, especially from the vehicles that I've been drawing and stuff. It's mainly been cars and stuff, so start off with it. We'll do the main drive wheels there. I'm not sure if we can actually see that, especially with the light that I have. Is that better? Yeah, that looks a lot better. Okay, so I've got the small track wheels there, the slightly larger one at the back. Just drawing lines to make sure that they're both equal either sides. And then there's going to be a piston head, which comes there, which will be another cylinder. And then for the main body, we'll draw another cylinder from here. That runs down the length. I want to keep it parallel to the rail that I've got at the bottom. Like so. Do the front bit here. This is a cylinder shape obviously because it's holding a lot of water. And if you're moving across land, water absorbs the motion of the movement and stuff. Rather than a rugged shape, it'll make it shake around and stuff. So if you have a smooth cylinder shape to hold water and stuff and to hold fuel and wherever you need to, helps it not move around and stuff. Okay, so for the front cow catcher, comes a little bit off the rail here and comes out front. Nice point shape. We've got the headlamp at the top there. Now for the main chimney steeple. I think I can't remember the right names of things, but I'll get there. Some more detail on top of the boiler. Some other valves and things. We have a wheel guard coming up here, which is like a block shape. And the main piston line runs from here and here. This is so when the piston moves up and down, it moves both wheels equally. So it goes around there, like so. This is a heavy spoked wheel. Okay, this goes down there. This bit is a blocky shape there, so it sits alongside the cylinder either side of it to hold it together basically. Then the cab at the top, which is basically a cube shape, which comes to just behind the wheels there. And it's got a roof that overlaps it. Just notice this is quite small, so I'm just going to zoom in just so I can get me more details coming in. So we've got a cylinder here. And once you know how to do the basic shapes, you can just add these onto vehicles and stuff and make them any which way you really want to. Just buying cylinders and blocks and shapes, and then you can modify those blocks into shapes into other things. This will probably have a coal box at the back. Maybe even a trailer with a coal box, but for the time being that's pretty much the main structure of it. Some of these rails here. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and start inking it. There we are. Right, so I'm using a Unipen 0.3. There's different size nibs. This is a 0.3, just so it's sort of like in between. It's not too fine, it's not too thick, so it's just good for outlines basically. I'll just outline what I've done in pencil in time lapse just to speed it along a bit. Okay, so now I've got the main inking done. I'm going to move in just a few more finer details here and there. As you can see, I've just done a circular bit on some of the cylinders just to show where the connecting bit is. Just lines here. These are the viewing windows, so I'm just going to line there to show the 3D bit where they actually cut in. The wheels have this inner lip there which holds onto the rail, and have this outer lip which holds on the outside basically. So when the train's moving around and stuff, it's not actually going to move off the rails and can't slip backwards and forwards. Okay. And now for the front plough, the front cow catcher. These are merely sometimes used for snow, but also to use for open lands where there's a lot of large animals might wander onto the track and stuff, and so the train can basically hit them at speed and will just bounce off from the wedge that's in the front basically. There. A few lines there. These spokes round. At the top there I'm just curling it and then going down, so I'm not doing it straight across, just so when I do the inside rim there, it looks more attached. Try and do one for every opposite spoke, so if I do one there, do one here. I'm kind of learning as well, I'm doing a train for a while, so you have to excuse me if I make a few mistakes. This is quite an old train as well, it's not a diesel one, it's powered by wood. Wood was a bit more easier resource to get hold of. Sometimes they'll be run by coal, but they're for the main big heavy liners. Okay, that's looking nice. I think what I'll do now is I'll move into time lapse where I'll just do the shading. I don't think there's any other details I could do. Maybe actually I'll do the tracks at the bottom, a bit more detail with them. So, then they're attached by a clip here, where it's nailed on basically to planks of wood. Sleepers, it's a correct term, isn't it? Sleepers. These were highly valued when I used to work as a gardener and stuff, to make good like flower beds and bases and stuff, rail sleepers. And they were valued because they were heavy, solid bits of wood, and there was a lot of disused railways where I was from, so a good solid bit of wood is always handy. Making fence posts and all sorts of stuff in the garden. So I'll do a block underneath. Then for the wood grain, we should do some slight swirl patterns going down, a few wood knots there. I'll do the rest of this bit in time lapse just in a second. What I will do is I'll move into shading now, so we can get this engine looking a lot more nicer. Okay, I'm just doing some finishing touches now that I'm out of the negative light. I use that just because I think it looks better for the drawing and stuff, and it's kind of a cool effect. And then you can see the final picture once I've done it. What I've done here is I've just done some simple shading with some white highlights here and there around the actual train itself. And I've tried to emphasize the white highlights around the actual shape of it. So when you actually see the white highlights pinpointed on the actual train, you can see the shape of it throughout of it. Filled in the gaps in between the spokes and stuff. Quite easily done. It's looking nice. Just finish up some of the tracks at the bottom there. Just thinking maybe I should highlight these grey. Maybe see how this looks. Yeah, let's do. So yeah, this is a Civil War hero called the General, which is an old steam engine. Hope you enjoyed me doing something a bit different. I love drawing vehicles, so it's not just the cars, I like drawing the old muscle cars and stuff, but I also like drawing the exotic customs, the modified versions, the trains, planes, cars, automobiles, everything. So you'll see plenty more variety of different things. I think next time I'll love to try maybe draw a London bus, maybe, or maybe an aeroplane or something cool like that. So yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed this video. Maybe you want to draw your own steam trains as well. I'll be back with another video quite soon. See you later.